All right, what's going on? It's Bobby Skinner, Talking Giants, doing our first free agent film breakdown, and that is the Giants signed defensive tackle Rakeem Nunez-Roches from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's going to be a run defender. Like, that's what his contract shows. That's what he's been in his career. He's going to be a depth run defender for when the Giants take Dex off the field, when they take Leal off the field. So, and he does it fairly well. Like, he's not some amazing dominant run defender, but he is a good run defender. And I think especially so versus gap runs, which the Giants really, really struggled with for him. You know, he fires off the ball. He's quick with his hands. Now, pass rush, we'll go through it, but there's really nothing to his pass rush game. His good pass rush reps are very far and few between the Bucs. Anytime it was like a clear passing situation, he would not touch the field. So let's get into it. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's meet your newest New York Giant. So he's number 56, lined up here over Kevin Zeitler, our old friend. And I think this is what you see consistently from him. A guy who's athletic, and he's going to fire off and get into the chest of interior offensive linemen. See, quick first step into his chest, and now we're getting penetration. We are getting penetration on this. Now, again, the run's not coming at him, but just quick. One step, bam, hands low, good leverage. Good play for Rakeem. Here, we're going to go against Tyler Linderbaum, lined up over the center. Again, you see he's quick off the ball, able to make a run stop here. Just good first step, no false step, no wasted movement into his chest. Good leverage against an offensive lineman who works leverage really well. Gets in that gap. Meets the running back, and you've got yourself a run tackle there too. Now, he's not the best when he's going up against tackles. He's lined up over here on this one, but this is a good play that he has. Like, we know that the Ravens are going to pull. They're bringing this guy across the line of scrimmage. Quick off the ball, immediately use his hands. Bam. Quick. See, quick. And get a head-heavy number 79, and then fire into the chest of Patrick Ricard. Fire into his chest, and guess what? This hole that Kevin Zeitler's trying to pull through, there's no hole because Kareem does his job and closes it, and then this back makes a good play, turning it, reversing field. Next play. Over the left guard, Ben Powers, a guy who just got paid. See, we're going to see good first step. Get your hands inside. Now we're controlling him. We're steering him. Looks like Lamar's running this way. All right. I'm over here. Lamar's going to turn and take this outside. Just in total control of the offensive lineman. Deconstruct the block, shed. And you got yourself a nice tackle for a loss on Lamar Jackson. Put them behind schedule. Next play. Here versus the Panthers. Over the right guard. Again, steering the offensive lineman. Fire off. Get into his chest. You see the helmet below. Good leverage. And steer. If you want to cut this up, I'm here. All right, you want to take it into this gap. I'm going to deconstruct this block. And again, make a run stop. So you just see the quickness off the snap. His once he has hands, if he can win that hand, you know, that leverage battle and get his hands inside the chest, that's when he's going to be at his best. Here, lined up over the guard. Again, we talk about gap stuff. Having the athletic ability and the awareness to fight through gaps. Like, this is where this offensive lineman wants him, right? Fight through it. Fight through it and jump into this gap. Where if this end took the back, he's here. He's here. Now, not everyone else is doing a good job on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, besides Shaq Barrett. But plays like that end up mattering. Those are plays like that are what the Giants' run defense got gashed with, this past season. I think they were the worst yards per carry defense in the NFL. Now, here's where he struggles. He is a lighter defensive tackle. For a run-only guy, he is a lighter defensive tackle at 307 pounds. Crazy to say a guy at 307 pounds is a little light. Now, he fights. He does a good job fighting through this. But 71 helps with this chip. And gives 55 the hat placement that he wants. Now, good job fighting off of this, though. Good job fighting off of this. But better centers will win that battle. And we're going to see when he faces some double teams. In a second. Not here. Here, you just see the quick ability to get off the ball. Getting here, we're in the gap with our shoulder square. Get penetration. Force the back to cut up. Force him to cut up all into this mess. Just quick first step. Bam. We're in the hole. We're forcing penetration. 27's got to cut off of you. Now here, back against the Panthers. Now this is something the Giants can use in the run blitz. That athletic step outside of Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams. They didn't have any really athletic defensive linemen who they could do stuff like this and get these quick penetration. This run blitz, split this, cause chaos for the offensive lineman, not knowing where you're going to be. Again, first step, ripping through, splitting this. Make the play for other guys. We're going to see the same thing on this next play. Again, he's jumping into this gap. Offensive lineman is not expecting him to be there, but he's quick. Allow other guys to make plays by getting this penetration. Here, lined up over the left guard. This is where he struggles with defensive double teams, mostly with tackles. Like I've noticed tackles, especially stronger guys like Aquanu, who have these long arms, and he's not able to get in the chest. I mean, he gets moved on this, right? Bucks make a good run stop, but he is getting moved into this, and he's getting washed up into Devin White. Like that's how they drew it up. Ends up splitting towards the end, but that's a win for the offensive line, especially when they're working some gap stuff. Here, against the Ravens. Sorry, this was not the double team. I got this one out of order. This is just bad gap responsibility. Didn't see this very often, but this one did show up on film. I want to show it. Because he wants to fire off the ball, be quick, get into your chest. Well, it allows Zeitler to get outside of him. And this is his run gap. This is the gap he should be playing. And again, a good offensive lineman like Zeitler right there, that turns into a 20-yard run. So when you're firing off into these guys' chests, again, that's how he wins. But when they're running zone, well, guess what? You just lost your gap responsibility. And then some more double teams I want to show. Again, Lamar, maybe hand this one off. Because Zeitler and 78, they've totally turned his shoulders, able to pick up this linebacker. Actually, Lamar, don't hand it off. You had a big run. Here again. Now they're in this heavy set where they have two tackles out here. Falele and 78. I think that's Moses. When he's facing, you don't want to line him up outside the tackle because you can see the tackle's able to get those long arms on him and torque him out. I mean, kind of gets him way off balance. So that's why you really only want to line him up over the center and over the guards. Like whenever he's lined up with the tackle, you're not going to get anything great out of him. Now, I do want to go through the pass rush. We'll start with a couple positive plays. This was one of the 2 sacks he had. I think he only has 3 sacks in his entire career. Just this quick cross chop. He's athletic enough. And gets a sack on Matthew Stafford in the red zone. Huge. Really one other good pass rush production play I found in 3 games is this one. Just quick hands. But for the most part, you're going to get reps like this. When they're not going right at each other and he's able to win that leverage battle, an offensive lineman are going to sit and be patient. They're able to get hands on him, and once he's got hands on him, he's kind of done as a pass rusher. I mean, these were the majority of what reps look like for him. Here over the right guard. Again, he's not able to win, get his hands on. He's not really going to bull rush offensive lineman at all, which is what you would look for out of a run-stopping defense tackle. I mean, once he loses the initial battle, it's just done as a pass rusher. He doesn't really have that lower body strength just to drive through an offensive lineman and back into the quarterback. Here versus Zeitler. I mean, Zeitler just gets hands on him. It's over. He's got nothing left but try and bat the ball up. Here again versus the left guard from the Ravens. Actually jumping on the center. Linderbaum gets hands on him. He's got a high pad level. And that's what you get. So that's what you get majority out of him as a pass rusher. Like, if it's a pass rushing down, the Giants shouldn't have him on the field. But Giants desperately needed run help from their defensive tackle group because it got really bad for the whole season, but more so towards the end of the season, where it's like if a team decides to run some gap stuff, pull at you, they really struggled, even with Leonard Williams and Dexter Lawrence on the field. So check out the other breakdowns that are coming. Bobby Okereke. I think I pronounced that right. I'll figure that out for the next breakdown. That'll be coming a couple hours from now. Appreciate you guys. Let's go Big Blue.